Welcome to the 2014 Chicago Open. We are drying up out here. The sun's staying out a little bit, kind of drying out the field somewhat. Up next, we have Impact taking on Legion. Legion sitting at 2-1 right now, +9. Impact looking pretty good actually from yesterday. I can't complain. I'm looking forward to seeing him play against Legion, see how they really match up. What do you think about this game between Legion and Impact, Steve?
Well, here it is. Legion is 2-1. Impact is 1-1. With Ironman now winning 3-0, Legion wins this, they're in. And if Impact wins, that obviously that head-to-head, now they're 2-1 going that last game is Aftershock. So this is a big game for Russian Legion.
Well, and Impact is 1-1 right now. They're +2, so I mean it's kind of they're right there in the bubble.
This is for Impact. They must win this game if they want to play tomorrow.
All right, here we go on the breakout. Russian Legion, all the way to the snake. But you see, the ground's starting to get a little sticky. Yeah. He didn't quite make that one. Losing 2 players.
Yeah, so 2 players coming off from Moscow Red Legion early. And, man, this is a big game here, like you guys were just saying, here at the 2014 PSP Chicago Open. And looking forward to seeing how Impact's going to match up with Moscow Red Legion. And because Moscow Red Legion is getting better and better and better. But then talking about already really good is Impact, as they've won 2 European events, took second at the last one. Justin Cornell and Justin Rabikoff handling business over here right now for Impact. Oh, but Cornell gets picked up.
And I think Russian Legion has a player on the other side, or is he still eliminated? He did go, and here comes Dave Baines on the Dorito side. Justin Rabikoff here in the snake, putting pressure on the Russian Legion player with the can. It looks like they just finally eliminated him, so a little sloppy towards the end there, but a great play for Edmonton Impact on the break. Because, again, Russian Legion has been playing this field great this whole weekend, Matt.
Well, you know, the thing with Moscow is that when they came into the first event, it's tough for them. You got half the team that's French, half the team that's Russian, and all the Russian players are young guys that are most around the age of 18 years old and not a lot of experience. So it was tough for them to try to figure out, like, okay, well, okay, we can do a French line and the Russian line, which they have been doing, and that's been working for them, at least in this event. But it's tough in general to try to work within the system if you're, the French guys coming in, trying to work within the new coaches, and stuff just takes time. And Moscow Red Legion in this event coming into this game, 2-1, looking like they're starting to get it together.
No, they're doing, I mean, coming out of the challengers up in here and what they're doing here, this is, like you said, they got the best coaching staff out there, I would say, collectively.
Yeah, or sorry, they're 2-1, because they took down Vicious. So yeah, they're 2-1 right now.
Yeah, they're 2-1, and Ironman are 3-0, and Aftershock's 1-2,
and
Vicious
Impact
is
1-1. Yeah, so it's
this is like do or die for Impact here if they want to continue on. And for Russian Legion, this is a big win here, a big match for them, because if they can win this, puts them in automatically to tomorrow.
Yeah, and then also the last game of the day, Impact Aftershock, and Aftershock now 1-2. If they lose against Impact, things are going to get crazy here, as they always do at the end of Saturday.
And especially in this bracket, because it was so even going in.
Exactly. So we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
This is the Earth. The Earth is beautiful. Earth is where we play paintball. It is important to recycle in order to save the Earth. Do not recycle custom paintball jersey designs. Get what you pay for. Get a fresh original design at rosalife.com.
The score now 1-0 in favor of Edmonton Impact, winning that first point. Impact on your left, Red Legion on your right. And on the breakout, getting decimated. 2 coming off early for Moscow Red Legion over here, Snake side.
And also losing 1 on the far side. That's going to come off into Impact. And another one goes down real quick after that. So it's 3-on-3.
And these bodies are just dropping everywhere, man.
I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. Here comes Justin Rabikoff, making a move at the middle. I like this move a lot, man.
We're starting to see the middle play out a little bit more, guys.
I like it. I like it a lot because, I mean, once the field is all cut off, you have that option to go up there. And Justin is smart enough a player to notice, so I go to the Snake, because the Snake has a lot of drop shots. And I know Justin, he likes being on his feet as much as possible. So, oh, no. Another one. That's Rainey Stanzak taking a shot.
So it's 2-on-2 here. Russian Legion trying to get down that Dorito side.
Oh, look at that shot
Justin
under the A.
Does he shoot him?
No, he missed him, but it was under the A. It was really.
I was going to say, he needs to watch his foot then, underneath that A. There's a gap in that center bunker.
This is a good move by Yakimak coming down the Snake side here, so let's see how long Justin could survive there in that middle there with Kirill on the other side, it looks like.
This is the first time we've actually seen this happen. Oh, now look at Justin not realizing he made the next move.
Well, again, like I was going to say before, there's a gap underneath that bunker. You can't quite see it from this angle. Kind of, sort of.
Oh, and he's creeping behind him.
Oh, look at the shot Justin Rabikov made. Oh, but he's behind him. I don't think Justin knows. Here he comes. Oh!
And he gets shot. So
no,
look at this.
They both shot
shoot each other, and
no,
Yakimak is going to here grab the flag.
Yakimak shot him. Justin got shot by the Russian Legion.
Hey, just keep one alive, right?
Dude,
especially with these crazy points.
Exactly, Matty. You called that too. Dude, but it looked to me like Impact's having a few problems with paint.
Yep.
Looked like paint sprayer Wagner's out there. And you guys got to realize, I'm sure as you all at home know, if you don't, paintballs are very, very temperature sensitive.
And we've had some weather, like this morning was really humid and hot, got cold, and now it's getting humid again.
Now it's warm. And just, I mean, and what you do is when it's humid out, you go get some more fragile paint because you're expecting it to warm up, make it a little harder.
Well, let's check out this game matchup here between Edmonton Impact and Red Legion. Attacking, both these guys, strong attacking. You got to give the advantage, though, to Impact. Just in general, you have to give the advantage to Impact. But, you know, Red Legion, they have been legendary over the years at being able to, you know, it's just a new team. But defending, they're pretty solid at it. But finishing in clutch, again, advantage Impact. So, you know, Impact, they've won 2 events in Europe. And that's a really kind of a key thing for you to do when you have a young team.
You're just trying to build confidence and learn how to win, because it's not easy, man. And that's the same thing the Russian Legion guys are trying to do. They're trying to build that confidence and get these guys back to the podium.
So we're going to be right back after this. Stick around.
They say don't be perfect, be clutch. Being clutch is one of my biggest assets. You can rely on me to be clutch, and I rely on the Vanquish. My name is Damian Ryan. I play for Team Infamous, and the Vanquish takes my game to another level.
Moscow Red Legion ready to play this next point on your screen. 17-12 to go. And they are down by 2. So must-win situation here for Red Legion in this point. You know, you don't want to let Impact start running these points up against you. And right now, Impact looking pretty strong. So here we go. Can Moscow keep all 5 alive off the break? They spread out wide here, snake side. Looks like they lose one. Yeah, it's Rab. They lose one on the D side.
And so does Impact. Justin Cornell is going down. So it's 4-on-4 with Impact. Looks like they're moving up that 3 side. But here comes Red Legion into the snake. Both players starting to creep on the snake side. And that's a big, big move here for Russian Legion, because Impact has nobody really here on the snake side at all.
Yeah, Impact doesn't. This is Moscow's chance here to get back in this match and put a point on board, make it a 1-point game. And this is their French line. These are the, you know, this is the Tauntauns, best players from France, some of the best players in Europe, and trying to prove they're some of the best in the world. If they can take down Impact, you know, that's good for them. Fabrice Colombo, Kevin Klum, Franck Chabon, Loic Vlot, and Alexander Pizon.
And for Zach Yakimak, he needs to get going, see if he can come down the snake side, because if not, he's leaving Dave Baines in a bad position at that Dorito side can. Yeah,
Chabon is in the snake right now with, looks like Pizon, who came off early. So Colombo and Chabon are in the snake. Big fill out wide, though, for Impact. I think this is one of the Yakmaks.
Zane or Zach. Oh, they take out the Russian Legion here at the 50 Doritos.
Oh,
so
huge kill for them, Rab.
That's big.
That's a snake, Rab. Just let you know.
Snake. My bad.
Sorry. But he kind of got caught slipping a little bit, playing outside just a little bit too wide. But now, I mean, Impact 3-on-3.
And hey, if you're Impact, you got Dave Baines, Zane Yakimak, and Zach out there. So you're up 2-0. You know they got to come. Just do what you can and keep them at bay.
Yeah, they got to come. I mean, there's only 2. I'm sorry, they're down by 2. So much time left, though. 15-24 here in this race to 7.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time. So no one's going to want to make a mistake. No need to rush things. When the moves present themselves, then you take them, try to create the moves, using your gun to force your opponents around, put them into their bunkers, make those moves, get those crossfield shots. Paintball is a game of angles. The farther you get up in this snake, the better angles you have on the opposition. And right now, Colombo, though, the lone player in the snake for either team, shooting inside. He's got a back bunker, or I'm sorry, a back player behind him. Back bunker snake side. There's Colombo on your screen. And as we've seen this whole tournament, man, you have to have a lot of body options over here. You need to have guys that are, you know, at least 2, best 3 to flood down this snake side, so that after the bloodbath, you will have one guy left alive here, because that'll pretty much win you the point. We've seen it time and time again now.
And making a move on the top side of your screen, you see Impact making the move to the 50. Dorito. That's a Dorito, Steve. Just letting you know.
Yeah, that is the Dorito.
But still opposed by him in the front. Up there is Moscow Red Legion, trying to maintain and contain him in that 50 Dorito. But here comes Big Dave Baines trying to back him up and give him some support.
Colombo searching for lanes. There's the D side, 50-yard line hot at Edmonton Impact. It's 3-on-3 right now, even on the body count, and pretty much even in field position as well, because Impact has the 50-yard line on the D side, and then you're looking at Snake side right now. Now you're looking at, there's the 50-yard line D side, and I believe that's Zane Yakmek. Yeah, that is Zane Yakmek over there trying to get position, and it's tough though because both him and Colombo are blocked out from each other because of the big bunker center structures. So Yakmek, he's got a guy pretty much right in front of him, slightly far back though in D2.
You know, kind of a slow playing game right now.
Yeah, and there's the lineup on the D side. So on the right-hand side, you see Moscow Red Legion battling out of D2, that big blue bunker right there. And there's Zane Yakmek for Edmonton Impact. He's going to reload, put some more of those paintballs in there. And when you see these long points, that's when guys start running out of paint. There's Colombo in the snake for Moscow Red Legion. He's trying to get a shot on the back bunker. Again, 3 players alive for both teams. It's the Yakmek bros, Zach and Zane, and then Dave Baines.
You know, I'm
for
always
Edmonton Impact.
I'm always afraid, Maddie. I'm sorry to bother you. To gotta go
You
up those
bother us
bunkers
all day, but it's okay.
Nice. I don't like going into spots in the middle of the field and try and play the blind spots with Dave Baines because he's the kind of guy. Oh, number 25 taking the walk.
Loic Velo.
Oh, Lord.
So
that's going to hurt.
Well, but Zane Yakmek gets shot as well, so now it's a 2-on-2. It's Dave Baines and Zach Yakmek.
And Dave went from the nice big Dorito to the small Dorito on the so
big guy playing a little bunker.
He is a big dude.
Yeah, Dave Baines about 6'3", 230. I'm going to give him a little bit.
And he runs a 4.4 40. Okay, that's a little pushing it a little hard.
But, you know, Dave Baines,
4'6".
you know, if you've been a fan of the webcast, been a fan of Dave Baines for a while, there's no one with the pedigree of Dave Baines. Dave Baines has played and won championships with pretty much every big team out there. He actually played on Moscow Red Legion and won championships with them.
Yep.
So he knows how this coaching staff thinks, and that's actually a big benefit to Edmonton Impact. There's really no downside to Dave on the field, man. I mean, he is big, but you know he's one of those guys I love seeing him play, and I love the fact that he's still playing. I mean, he could retire at any time.
Oh, Dave just gets shot.
Oh, Dave Baines dying out of his bunker. I think did he lose the gunfight to Colombo?
I think he was trying to battle with him, and and then take out Yakmek. So look at this, Russian Legion, nice comeback here. Put this game 2-1.
What a well thought out point though. I mean, that was a chess game. That wasn't actually a point. That was like a chess game straight across the board. You know, Moscow Red Legion or Moscow French Legion playing very, very well. Slow, controlled push, not getting too crazy. I mean, the only slip up with there was Loic Velo. Kind of taking a shot, but I'm not even sure where that came from.
Well, I'm a big fan of the Tauntaun players, man. These French guys, they know how to play the game. I really loved watching them play last year, and they really have solidified this team and given them some of that much-needed experience, on-field experience, to give those Russian young guys some time to cultivate their talents. And they just proved that playing against, I mean, you're playing Dave Baines and Zane Zach Yakmek. I mean, those are experienced guys. And so able to prove that, hey, you know what, we're not going to let you start running away with this. The score now 2-1. We'll be right back after this.
I shoot a lot of paint. It sounds simple, I shoot a lot of paint, but what that means is my gun is getting a lot of abuse, and I need it to be performing at 100% all the time because that's my weapon. I am rarely in a spot where I'm using my legs to go out and get kills. I'm relying on my tool, the extension of my arm, which is my Geo, to control people and to get kills. My name is Yosh Rao. I play for San Diego Dynasty, and this is my gun.
Welcome back here, 2014 PSP Chicago Open, coming at you from CPX Sports, Joliet, Illinois. I'm Matty Marshall, Steve Rabakoff, Chris Lasoya. And on the breakout, Moscow Red Legion, heavy guns, trying to shoot Impact off the break, but Impact's just sharking down here on the Snake side. 3 bodies alive for them. The 2 Justins, Justin Cornell, Justin Rabakoff. Rabakoff backing up Cornell. Cornell in good field position here and controlling this sideline, as you can see on your screen right now. Moscow Red Legion forced to stay in Snake 1 and look inside.
You know, right there, I love these guys coming out of Snake. This battle right here between Justin Cornell on your screen in front of you right now and Moscow Red Legion, it's another battle like I want to see with Alice Goldman and Justin Cornell with Justin Rabakoff. Oh, Justin Rabakoff gets clicked.
Just gets hit. So here he gets hit, and here comes Justin Cornell around.
Oh, look at the shot across the field, though, Steve.
Oh, he gets it. Wow.
Jinx.
Jinx. Sorry.
Justin Cornell stepping up, getting that kill. And here comes the highway run.
Oh, man, that might be a penalty. I don't know. He definitely got the drop on Justin Cornell. Justin Cornell had no idea he was coming up the middle like there.
Yeah, that was a great move, though. I think that was...
oh, and he's... Oh, here comes the ref, and he's pulling him out. Yep.
I think that was Motornook, but regardless, yeah, so the referee gets in there and pulls out another player from Moscow Red Legion, pulls out Motornook, and I think that was Smotroff who made that move in the center. Yeah, I believe it was, number 27. And so, but again, you have to keep someone, got to have someone alive over here when the chaos hits. Oh. And it's Rainey Stanzik for Edmonton Impact, and I think he just got that crossfield shot. He's begging for it, though, from the ref.
No, that's
and it's a major penalty.
Wow. Good call, Matty. That was a good call. Crossfield shot. Rainey Stanzik snuck up there.
Hey, I didn't call. I was just looking at Rainey pointing at the guy. Rainey's doing the finger point.
No, why didn't you go with that? You should have went with that.
I thank you for giving it to me, but anyone that's watching would be like, wait a second, Rainey was pointing at the guy. Yeah, so Rainey comes in. You know, Rainey's got a hurt back and playing through it. We got a lot of guys playing through injuries out there. And Rainey Stanzik, one of those players, but able to clock in and get it done for his team. To go up by 1 more here, so it's going to be 3-1 here shortly. Looks like the hang is clean. So with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go, Ryan Martin, Nick Laval, and Rainey Stanzik getting it done. Though Rainey Stanzik really putting up that kill, the most important kill of the point there. And looks like there was, well, because they got that major penalty, and that was Skabalnovich. So Skabalnovich getting that major penalty, which there still is 1 minute and 55 seconds left. That's a lot of time.
They didn't even knock any of the time off, so.
I'll tell you what, if I was playing in the afternoon division and I watched and scouted any of the games in the morning division, I'd be telling all my guys, hey, yo, the reds and the yellows are flying, so if you guys could play clean out there, that would be awesome.
It's like we're at a bird sanctuary.
Yeah, so. There's Justin Rabakoff. Yeah, Justin Rabakoff talking of what's going on there in the pits.
Look at Dave Baines. He's got a nice smile going on during the game. You love that. He's enjoying the game.
He is just a nice.
He is, man. He's a good dude, man.
He's so much fun.
Big Dave Baines. You know, he's got a field, a Capital Edge paintball out in, it's a little outside of Sacramento, a little south of Sacramento. So if you're in the NorCal area, definitely check it out.
The whole family's involved with that business.
Yeah.
Brothers, sister, mom,
yeah,
dad.
I think the wife's running the cash box.
Trust me, all wives run the cash box. If you don't know that, you're not married.
My cash box has been controlled.
I was going to say.
We both know.
I asked for $5 this morning, and I got the what? I was trying to get a drink. Couldn't even get that.
I'll give you a quarter. Go call someone who cares.
Sally was probably like, Rab, it's 8 o'clock. You can't start drinking yet.
And in the box right now, starting with 4 players, Moscow Red Legion. That's a major penalty. 1:55 left in that penalty. Getting the snake, though. Here you go. Here comes Justin Cornell.
Justin Cornell, and we got Impact doubled on the snake tower, snake can. And here comes Russian Legion to the snake corner here. Good move. Slow him down a little bit out here. And it's still 5-on-4. I mean, Impact is moving down, but as I say that, Russian Legion just loses a player on the Dorito side, so They're down 3 now with two players left.
And making the 50-degree on the far side of field, Impact, but on your screen right now. That's number 1, Frederic Colombo on Moscow Red Legion. He's going to wear it here pretty soon, though, because there goes another Moscow Red Legion player. See, when people put their hand in the air, I usually shoot their hand. That hurts.
It does hurt to get shot. Well, not so much like the palm, but the fingers. Ugh. Hate getting shot in the fingers. So there goes Impact with another point, and a solid one, too. 4 players alive for them at the end of that one. The Yakmek Bros going to town in that point. Zach Yakmek shot 1, and then Zane Yakmek getting himself a 3-pack.
And look at the like right now. Yakmek Zachary has 4, Timothy Stancic has 5, Justin Cornell has 4, Justin Rabikov has 3. So they're getting play from everybody consistently. That's what you need.
Well, when you start to see everyone on the team contributing with confirmed kills, you know the team is playing well. And as evidenced by the 4-1 lead that Edmonton Impact has over Moscow Red Legion right now. So Moscow is going to have to go back to the drawing board and get something together in those pits with these game plans, because they are getting outplayed by Impact. 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We are in the Impact versus Moscow Red Legion game. Impact is up 4-1 right now. I have David Baines here on the sidelines. Dave, in that last play, we did see J-Rab run down the middle. If you can run down the middle and get to that cluster of bunkers at the A, how effective and how productive can you be?
Very productive. What you want to do is actually try to shoot one side out or keep them kind of contained, but it actually is a good spot. Right now, we had a couple paint issues in the beginning of the games or the match where we couldn't even get paint out of our guns. So now it seems like we got the right batch number and we're actually able to shoot back. But I mean, the Russians are making it tough for us.
Well, even though they had some paint issues, it seems like they're still pulling out all the points. We'll see if the Russians can get a point on this board to close this gap.
So bodies dropping again for Moscow Red Legion, and Zach Yakmek continues to put up some kills. 5 confirmed for him. 2 bodies have come off for Moscow. Justin Cornell gets shot as well. But it looks like Zach Yakmek is alive here and in the snake for Edmonton Impact. Again, you gotta have a body over here on in the snake trying to get something done. Justin Rabikov kicks into the middle of the field, and he started to do that a little more, Rab.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it. And you know what? It's there if you're willing to go there. And here comes Russian Legion out. Let's see if he makes it. Oh, and he gets clipped. Oh, does he make it?
I'm pretty sure Justin just shot him from the hip. It was either Justin or Zane or Zach.
I think you're right, actually.
I was just watching Justin just shooting from the hip because he was going to squeegee and he realized he needed to get his gun up, and I think he got one in on him. Or either that or it was Zach. Let's see who they give it to.
Impact looking good right now, man.
Well, you know, Impact, first of all, Justin Cornell and Justin Rabikov are offensive machines. So anytime you got those 2 guys on the same team, that's scary. And I'll tell you what, man, I have been so impressed the progression of the game from the Yakmek brothers. Zach and Zane are legit
and
pro
guys,
players.
I don't know if you realize or not, Josh Wilmette's not even playing. He's injured.
Yeah, he broke his thumb in a pretty bad car accident.
And I think Josh Wilmette is one of the most underrated guys out there. I think he's just consistently over the years has gotten better and better.
I think it's because his last name is so hard to pronounce.
Yeah. Wilmette. Everyone calls him Omelet, so we'll just call him Omelet.
Yeah, well, that's his nickname is Omelet.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of when you look at his last name, is like, what is that? Omelet?
Yeah.
Omelet? Yeah, but it's Wamet. So, yeah, remember the name though. But he'll be back. But you know, Edmonton Impact's doing fine right now in this matchup here against Moscow Red Legion. The score now 5-1 with 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go. You're looking in a calm, cool, and collected Impact pits. There's the owner and leader of Edmonton Impact, Bart Yakmek, the father of the Yakmek brothers, Talk about hard to pronounce last names.
Yeah.
It took me at least a year to learn how to pronounce Yakmek properly. Bart's an awesome guy, though, man. I love Bart.
Into the team,
He's
big
one
time.
of
He is a great
paintball
guy.
patron,
Patrons,
guys.
yep, for sure.
Paintball patrons. The Bortles, Randy Smith.
Joe, mom is here with them. She's here. It's a family deal.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there's, you know, they really don't have a vested interest in doing what they do. But they love the game so much, and really just, you know, they built these pro teams that are awesome. And, you know, also the owners of, you know, Russian Legion, for instance, who we haven't seen in years, but he's still funding the team. And funding them through a rebuilding period. You know, that takes a lot of confidence in your coaches and in the vets that stick around to try to rebuild that franchise.
Yeah, we need them to keep doing what they're doing, man. Paintball needs the Russian Legion.
Absolutely. You know, I've always been a quiet fan of the Moscow Red Legion. When they first came out, I was like, Russians. You know, like I love Russians, but you know they started messing with the American powerhouse teams.
Yeah.
And by messing around, I mean beating up.
Yeah,
on
I was gonna say like winning titles.
Yeah.
I remember playing those guys overseas, and we used to whoop up on those guys all the time.
Yeah,
I found
they
some
learn
footage.
fast.
I actually found some footage
They
last
learn
week
fast.
of a game Avalanche against Russian Legion.
Dude, you gotta send it to me.
With Mishka and Coach Max.
You gotta
from
send,
Chaos.
you
I
gotta
just
send
found
it
it.
to me. You gotta send it to me. Was it next to your self-esteem? So here we go, number 13, getting in the snake right now.
It's next to the conditioner that you
Nick
get for your hair.
Laval. Nick Laval must have been next to the Pro bottle. That's how old that.
Oh my God! Hey boys, settle down. Settle it down. 5-1 is the score. 6-5. I feel like I'm the referee in a smack talking contest between the two of you guys.
We've been doing this for 13 years. It's okay.
Oh, that's it? Just 13 years?
Yeah, actually about 15.
So here we go. Heads up in the snake play right now. 5-1 in favor of Impact, though. They're kind of taking it to Moscow Red Legion. I wasn't expecting quite this bad of a butt whooping, but here we are.
And you know what, though? 5 minutes, 55 seconds left, plenty of time left. We've seen many comebacks before. It's not over yet.
We have seen comebacks, and this field will allow it, but the other team's going to have to make some mistakes. And
as we say that, here comes the Russians in. They just take out Nick Laval. You know, try to pinch out Justin Rabikoff here.
You know, that's a really small bunk. You have to get really small, especially with people wide outside like that.
And they do take him out, so good move.
See how they're taking their time, man. They're taking their time. They're
ball.
not running down the field. You know, they're not taking any unnecessary risks, it looks like, anyway.
Yeah, so with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go, Moscow Red Legion going to put another point on the board, which is going to make this a 3-point game. And, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility that in 5 minutes.
Absolutely, plenty of time.
And the hang is good. So nice job by Colombo, Pizon, and the rest of the crew, the French crew, who's doing mercenary duty with these guys. So nice work here. This game brought to you by Empire Paintball. Talk about huge supporters of the league. Empire Paintball and Key Action Sports, man, they're going above and beyond to help all these teams out, making an awesome gun in the Vanquish. Definitely should check out the Vanquish, and hopefully their factory team, Infamous, can get out of the Challengers division, as I'd love to see them back here on the main field. Such an entertaining team to watch. They did go 3-1. They did lose a game against Top Gun Union, so we will see. We will see what goes on here. So. Just about a minute left to go before the start of this next point. Yeah, so we're going to be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
So here we are, 2014 Chicago Open, 5-2 in favor of Edmonton Impact. 11 seconds before the game starts. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in this game, though, Steve. What do you think that the Moscow Red Legion needs to do to get back in this game?
Get back in the snake, man. Get right back in the snake and take it right down on the Impact as best you can. And let's see if they come. Here they come, and he makes it.
Good call, Steve. That's exactly what has to happen.
And they come right to the
wow,
A as well.
Look at that.
And if he's hit, this is going to be a major. Oh, and he's nice to him. Because he told him to stop. He kept going, but hey.
So coming down right now. In the middle of the field, though, you see, who is that guy with the red hat again there, Steve? Or Matt?
Kirill
I think that's
Peredny.
good, but here
Kirill.
comes a red, another red on Moscow Red Legion.
Oh,
so
Moscow Red
they're
Legion
just
getting a
not-
major penalty on the far side of the Dorito field. Or Dorito side of the field.
Well, Moscow trying to make it hard on themselves here. It's just Mortuk and Peredny left alive. Peredny in the center on your screen right
He's
now,
leaving himself
and
to get
he's about
bunkered
to
here.
get clobbered here by, well, he digs
Oh,
out.
Justin.
Yeah, he digged out, and Justin was able to take him out. So Edmonton Impact going to put another point here on the board and pull within one of the victory, and that was Yanishevsky who got that major penalty. So, yeah, Vladislav Yanishevsky going to be, not helping his team out. But it's, again, Moscow Red Legion, I hope to God that they do understand the task in front of them of bootstrapping these young Russian talents up to the level of play that we've seen these Russian look, they've cultivated, the Russian Legion organization has cultivated some of the best players ever to grace the game. We're talking about guys, and almost all of them play on or all of them do play on Art Chaos, who I'm assuming
Well,
is
look at the American players. Talk about the American players that came through that organization, and then talk about the Russian players. Look at the stacked roster they've had over the years and players that they've brought out of that organization.
Yeah, again, talk about paintball patrons. The entire organization is a patron for the game, for just making guys get better. Your son, who's playing right now, Justin Rabikoff, he went through that organization. Dave Baines, the Blonskis, who don't play anymore, but they did. Let's check out this replay. There was Justin.
He put it right in the back of his head because he came out wide. But I think he was already hit or something.
And I think when he went around, he was like, where is he?
Oh. Just checking. So Kirill making sure he's like,
Kirill's
oh yeah,
like, hey,
it's a mental note.
Yeah,
He won't
Justin?
forget.
Okay.
He won't forget. And Kirill gives it as much as he gets it. So
Yeah, and that's why I think he'd look, because I'm
It's
sure
fine.
they've
It
been
is.
doing that with each other for years,
It
even
is-
at practice, I'm sure.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so right now we have about 40 seconds to go between before it could be potentially the last point. There's only 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. It's going to be really tough. It's almost pretty much impossible for Red Legion to get back in this match to win it, because they need to score 4 just to tie in 4 minutes, and they have a major penalty. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, of course not. But however, these guys are really good at playing 4-on-5 paintball.
But guys, that's going to send Legion to 2-2. We'll see what the point spread ends up being, and that could play a role.
Absolutely, because here you got still Aftershock and Impact have to play this afternoon, so the last game of the day. So
here's the breakout. Here comes Moscow Red Legion. On the break, can they get all the way outside? I think he might have made it. And minor penalty on the far side of the field, though, Steve and Maddie.
Yeah,
that's going to pull out 2 players. Here goes another one. That's going to call it. That's going to be.
There's another
one.
penalty.
He's like, which flag is it going to be? It's going to be a red. So
it's over.
That is over. Even though Nick Laval got shot off the break for Edmonton Impact, it doesn't matter because Justin Rabikoff's still alive. Actually, they got a ton of guys still alive.
And that's just very unfortunate for Moscow Red Legion now. They were 2-1 plus 9. Now they're going to be 2-2 plus 4 due to that whooping they just got 7-2.
What's that put now? Where's Aftershock? What's their point differential?
Well, Aftershock is 1-2. They're 1-2 minus 5.
And what's Impact's? They're 2-1. What's their plus?
Impact right now is 2-1. They're plus 7. So Impact coming into this game, this last game, they're going to be 2-1 plus 7. Ironman 3-0 plus 4. Omaha Vicious is 0-3 minus 10. Aftershock going into this last game 1-2 minus 5. So right now as it sits, 2-2 plus 4 for Moscow Red Legion. God, that's not bad, but it's not fantastic. I think at the very worst, they're not going to be relegated. They're not going to play for Sunday. That's my personal
for
opinion.
Moscow.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now.
And if that happens, coming out of the Challenger division, that's big.
Because
wait, hold on. What was Moscow? They were 2-2 plus.
Moscow 2-2 plus 4.
Plus 4.
And Impact right now, if they beat Aftershock, they'll be 2-2 plus 7. They're going to go on. And the Ironman already in. They'll be 3-1 at the very worst plus 4.
What did you say if Aftershock beats?
Well,
Impact,
depending
Impact
on
still goes on.
Say again.
Well, hold on. First of all, Impact's the only team that has a chance to go 3-1, even if the Ironmen do lose.
That's correct.
Okay, so and then depending on the point spread, we'll see what the Ironman 3-1 end up being. But most likely the Ironmen are going to move on. Vicious definitely playing in a relegation game.
Right.
But it's going to come down to that Shock game against Impact. That's the key game.
Let's say Shock beats Impact. If Shock beats Impact, by 3. Impact's going to be 2 and 1 plus 4, or 2 and 2 plus 4.
But you're saying Shock's 1 and 2 with a negative 5.
Negative 5.
Yeah,
right.
see, that's what's hurting them right now.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, let me hash this out. We'll come back to it in a couple seconds.
Yeah, let's check in with Lauren Kelly down the sideline when Crystal Slay does some math for us.
Hi guys, I am squished here between Justin Rybakoff and Justin Coronel. Great job, guys. You just won your first match of day 2 against Moscow Red Legion. You played super hard. I know that you guys met on the field for an hour last night talking about what happened yesterday. What exactly did you guys discuss out there?
Just the mistakes and things we knew that we messed up on, things we needed to get rid of to win today and to, to go on to this next match and stuff.
What were those things that you messed up on?
Just stupid mistakes, penalties, just making bad moves, not working together, and then it worked a lot better this game.
J-Rob, what are some of the worst mistakes you can make on this specific field layout?
I think getting shot on the break, but most importantly is penalties. You see all the teams that are getting penalties are losing. Every single team that's got a bunch of penalties has lost every single game, and because it's so fast, and if you blow out one side, you can literally just run down it no matter what the side is, Snake or Dorito. So the penalties really hurt every team, and if you don't get those penalties, then you have a good chance of winning.
I mean, avoiding getting shot off the break seems like it would be pretty hard to do. Like, what exactly can you do or prepare in order to avoid being shot off the break? Is there anything you can do?
The biggest thing that you can do is just be unpredictable. And that's not running to the same spot or shooting from the same zone. If you change it up all the time, then they have no place to really shoot at. They can try to guess, but if you're unpredictable, then they can never guess right.
Break down the middle of the field for us a little bit. You got down there quite a few times, more than I think we've seen one team do in one match all weekend. What's the best way to get down there, and then what's the most effective way to utilize those bunkers?
Well, a lot of the times we were shooting a guy on the break, either on the Snake side or the Dorito side, so it's easy to go up to whichever side has been shot. So that's what I was doing. If I was hearing either like a Comanche call or Raider call, that means like nobody on that side, then I would just go to that side and I would protect it, hold the Comanche, and then wrap on the guys on the strong side. So I was just trying to go play to their weak side, and it seemed to work.
It definitely did work. So there you go. Impact won their first match today. Next up, we have Ironman versus Vicious. Vicious has not been able to pull out a win all weekend yet, so we'll see if they can get one here.
So yeah, congratulations, Edmonton Impact, looking pretty good here in this event. Next up, coming at you, is going to be Los Angeles Ironman taking on Omaha Vicious. And but look, guys, we got some more weather coming our way. We want to show you the graphic right now. So you see all that red stuff? So we're at Joliet, dead center of your screen. So Joliet is where we are, and you see all that red craziness coming at us?
Run.
That's going to hit us in about an hour. So we're going to try to fit in as much as we possibly can. Rain we can take. So we can play through rain. But the problem is that the thicker those clouds get, that red stuff right there, what happens is the way the satellite uplink works is that if you get those real thick and all that moisture coming out of the sky, the thicker the clouds and the more rain coming down, the harder it is for that satellite to actually pierce those clouds. So we're gonna do our best. We're always doing our best we can over here to bring you all the best paintball action in the world. We're gonna continue to do that. We're gonna fight through the weather, and so just stick with us. But just wanted to prep you guys on what's coming our way. And as you saw, the red beast is coming. So we're gonna try to fit in these last 2 games here. Stick with us. We'll be right back.